Hey YouTube, Biggs in Florence. Today I'm going to be cooking up a pork picnic out of my pit barrel cooker, and I'm going to be making some pulled chopped pork out of that, and I'm going to be doing this cook in the style of the PD section of South Carolina. Alright, so I hope you stick around and stay tuned for this one, because it should be good. Alright, see you there. Okay, to start this off, I have a 7.5 pound picnic pork picnic roast, and what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to salt it up, rub a little mustard on, and I'm going to leave the skin. And what I'm going to do is just going to poke some holes through the skin to help render some of the fat underneath. Now that I got that done, let me rub it down with some mustard. And then I'm just going to add some salt. And I'll do the same to the skin side. Okay, and I'll salt this up. You can go pretty generous with the salt. Alright, now while that's resting there, I'm going to go out and get the coals started. Alright, I'll take you out there. Okay, so I'm going to be doing this cook out on my pit barrel cooker using Kingsford Blue. And I got my coal basket set up about 3/4 full. And then I have a small chimney. Okay, so when that ashes over for about 10 minutes, then we'll come back out and put them in the basket. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes. Just gonna dump my coals in the basket. And I'll stick my piece of wood in there. And then I'm gonna drop her down. Alright, so we'll let that go for about 5 minutes. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. I'm going to put the meat on. And I'm going to be doing this on the grate. And I'm going to be cooking this meat side down at first. And I'll put the lid back on and we'll check on this. I don't know, 3 hours? Alright, we'll see you back then. Okay, we've been going at it for about an hour and a half, and I just want to check the temperature of the pit. So let's see what we got. All right, we're sitting at about 225 after an hour and a half, so that's good. And I got my intake closed as much as possible. I'm gonna keep an eye on this every hour or so just to check the temp. Okay, we're at the 2 hour mark. Just gonna check on the temp. We're sitting at like 250 right now. So it's gone up a little bit since last time, but that's okay. 250 is good. I really don't want to get any higher than 275. Okay, so while the meat's out on the pit barrel, I'm going to make up a basting sauce, a mopping sauce. I got 1 cup of grape juice, 1 cup of apple cider vinegar, a tablespoon of black pepper, and a teaspoon of cayenne. And to that, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Alright, I forgot one ingredient. I wanted to add a tablespoon of salt. Alright, along with the salt, I'm going to add some more apple cider vinegar, another cup. And I think I want to add a little more cayenne. And a little more black pepper. Alright, and there you have it. I'm going to roll with that. Okay, we're at the 3-hour mark. I just moved the pit barrel, took it out of the sun to help keep temperature down. Right now, we're dialed in at 275. In about an hour, 4 hours, I'm going to check the temp and just see where we're at and see what I have to do. Okay, we'll catch you back here. Okay, I'm also going to make a South Carolina mustard sauce. Okay, so we're going to start off with 1 cup of yellow mustard. We're going to go with half a cup of apple cider vinegar, 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of ketchup. I'm not going to measure those. Just going to do a couple glugs. 1, 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. I'm not going to measure this either. There's 1. There's 2. And then we're going to go with some onion powder. We're going to go with 2 teaspoons of that. There's 1. And there's 2 teaspoons of black pepper. I'm going to go with 1 teaspoon on that. And then we're going to go with a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And about a tablespoon of a teaspoon of some salt. Alright, we'll give that a mix up. And then I'm just going to put this on the stove, and we're only going to heat this for, 10-15 minutes. Alright, and there you have it. Some South Carolina gold mustard sauce. Looks good. Alright, let me get this on the stove. Okay, we're at the 4-hour mark, and looks like temps holding at around 280. Okay, so I'm going to flip my meat over. Take the top off. Take these rebars out. And then I'll take the meat and give her a flip. Looking good. Okay, then I want to get this lid on quick, so I'm going to baste this with some of the mopping sauce. We'll just pour it on a little bit. Put the rebar back in and get that lid on before it spikes the temperature too much. Okay, it's been 6 hours, and let's take a look at the temp. It's 280 right now. It's been running that all day basically. So let's take a look and see what we got. Just want to take a little bit of a temperature here and see where we're at. Okay, we're at 172 there. 178 there. 178 there. Okay, so we're moving along, almost there. Okay, folks, 8.5 hours, and my temp has dropped down to 200. Let's check and see where we're at. I'm going to take a temp right now. Jeez, it's only at 177 right there. 166 right there. I'm hitting bone, I'm pulling up away from it. Okay, there we go. It's at 172, it's still not that high. 174 there. I thought I made it through the stall and it was going to start rising, but I guess it didn't. I'm ripping off a piece. There, all fixed. I tell you what, great bark, good flavor. Alright, I gotta make a decision. I don't know what I'm doing yet. We're starving. Alright, here's what I did. I took my rebar out. I opened the intake valve all the way. Let me see if that brings it back up. I'm going to leave it on there another half hour or so. Okay, I took the rebar out and opened the bottom all the way. And it brought it back up. We're almost at 250. We're at about 240. So that's good. I'm going to leave this on here. Of course, there's still some coals in there. Okay, guys and gals, it's 9.5 hours. The pit looks like it's rocking out still. It's almost up to about 270. I'm gonna temp it, see where we're at. Okay, 179, 181. Ooh, 195 right there. 198. This is the tough muscle right here. Alright, 181, 188. Alright, this is looking good. I'm going to, yeah, we still got coals down there, man. This thing, pit barrel has been running for 9.5 hours. Alright, let me close this up and, I'm thinking about pulling this off in about a half hour. So there is hope. Alright. 10 hours, folks. Alright, and this baby's still going at 250. Let's check her out. I'm thinking it should be there. 182 there. 191 there. 193 there. 193, so it's all over the place. It's averaging out. I'm gonna take it off. Big man's done. All right, so I'll meet you back inside. Okay, folks, so there you have it. 10 hours. I'm just gonna cover this with a little bit of foil, let it rest, and then pull it up. All right, and then season it up. All right, meet you back here in about a half to an hour. Okay. Okay, so here we are. The picnic show has been resting. Let me get rid of this piece of skin. And we're busting her apart, and it's coming apart real nice. Okay, so there you have it. Good clean bone. So let me get this pulled up and chopped up, and I'm going to add some seasoning to it, and we'll make a sandwich. All right? All right. See you later. Okay, so I got out a cutting board and a knife, and I'm going to chop some of this up. This way I can incorporate the bark and everything through it better. This is chopping up pretty easy. It says bark, though I want to get broken up. It's a pretty crusty bark. Alright, so let me finish chopping all this up, and I'll meet you back here. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to add my little vinegar seasoning. Stir that up and get all that flavor mixed in. Taste as you go along. You can see the smoke ring on there. There was definitely a smoke ring on this. Okay, we got enough on there. Now let's make a sandwich. Okay. I'm going to lay some onion down on the bottom here because I like onion and pork. Put a nice scoop of pulled pork on there. Okay, that looks nice. And for the good part, the old Carolina Gold mustard sauce. Can you all see that? Looks good. And I'm going to put a couple pickles, some bread and butter, some dills, and there you have a Mr. Big's pulled pork sandwich, South Carolina style. And Brother Phil, this one's going out to you. All right? Love you, love your videos, love your channel. So let's bite into this and see what it's all about. Looks good, doesn't it? All right. Here goes the big man. He's going in. I'll tell you what. That is one damn good pulled pork sandwich. Real good. Just a little tickle of heat. Oh man, this is good. I'm glad I did this, Cook. And Phil, thanks again. Go check out Phil and Florence when you get a chance. All right. Guys always got the wheels turning, doing modifications on everything. All right, man. Have a good one. One more. I think this is the best one I've ever made. Peace out. Love you guys.